Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And yes, I have no eye makeup on, and yes, my hair is in a bun today. But today's video is actually going to be my updated highlight and contouring slash bronzer video. Not really contouring, just more like bronzing, because I like to bronze more than contour. But this is going to be an updated video. I know I did one like not so long ago. I want to say it was during the summer, I'm not sure, but that is not the way I do it anymore. I actually changed it. I've been doing it like a whole different way, and I feel like this way is more effective for my type of skin tone. I am very oily during the summer and very dry during the winter. I have come to a conclusion of that. I have actually seen my skin already, and it is basically how my skin gets. So now I could say I'm oily during the summer and I am very dry during the winter. So I hope you guys enjoy my updated video of how I highlight and bronze. So this is technically the final product of how it looks right now. I'm gonna show you pictures before we jump into the video, just because I forgot to film like the before part, only the after part. And yeah, if you want to know how I do that, then just keep on watching. Bye! So the first thing I already did was I already applied my foundation, and the foundation I'm using is this one. This is my very trusty foundation, and this is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NC42, and it looks just like this. So now I'm gonna go in with concealer. So two concealers I'm gonna use are these two, and they're from NARS. They're the Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this one right here is in Biscuit. This is a medium dark 1 color, and this one here is Ginger, and this is a medium 2 color. So as you guys can see, this one is darker than this one. So the first one I'm gonna go in is in Biscuit, and I'm going to apply this on my ring finger just like that, and I'm gonna place this right under my eye, looking up. Make sure I get it in there pretty good, and then I'm gonna start dragging it down. So you do not need to blend this, because we're not really trying to blend it out. We're just making sure we're covering up all the dark circles. Just like that. And as you guys can see, there's a huge difference. And we're going to do this on this side too. Again, just pushing it in there really good, not blending it out. So now we're going to go in with Ginger. And we're gonna place this right under here, like so. And then we're gonna do our little tree up here, just like this. Not so big, pretty small. And we're gonna bring it right here in the center of our eyebrows and down the bridge of our nose. Then we're gonna put some on our Cupid's bow and on our chin. Then I'm gonna go in with this palette, and this is my 10 color palette camouflage concealers, and this is from BH Cosmetics. And I'm gonna go in with this brush right here. This is a Real Technique brush, and this is the Essential Foundation brush. So in this palette you have like a lot of concealers here and a couple of darker ones here, and I like to use these dark ones to bronze up my face. So the two I'm going to use is this one up here and this one down here. You're going to want to grab your Fix Plus, spray your brush. That didn't spray, that like squirted. And then you're going to go in with both these colors like that. Just mix them. And then I'm going to create a line going here. And because I have a big forehead, I do put a little bit more up here. Whoa, sorry about that. But I do have a big forehead, so I put a lot, quite a lot up there. Then I carve out my nose. Then of course I put some on my chin here. We're going to grab our beauty blender, and we're just going to spray the bottom here like that, and we're going to start blending out our contour first. So we're not trying to move it, we're just patting it so it could blend out by itself. And then I start doing my forehead. So now I tilt my beauty blender to the side like this and I start blending out my nose contour. So as you guys can see, my highlights blended out on my nose, so that's when I move on to my forehead highlight. Then we move on to our Cupid's bow and down to our chin. So now our under eye part is very critical. I like to use Airspun to set it after I finish building it out. So I'm gonna have that ready with this little triangle sponge on the side. And now what you're gonna want to do is look up and blend out that puppy all nice. So once we have that blended out, we're going to set it with our powder. So it should look like that, and we're going to do the same thing to our other eye. So now that we have that set, we're going to make sure our forehead is perfectly blended out. I'm going to go in and I'm going to set the contour on my face, and the brush I'm using is this Brazilian Tools, and this is the 990, and it looks just like this. I brought this at IMATS, and this is like literally the best brush on earth. I highly recommend it. So then I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia bronzing kit here, and I'm gonna go in with Sandstone and Cinnamon, and these are these two colors up here. So I'm gonna mix my brush in there just a little bit, tap off anything, and then I'm gonna go in and place some on my cheeks and start blending it all out. Then grab a little bit more, and I'm gonna just use this to set my whole entire forehead. Like, you know how before I would drag the powder up to like my forehead, down the bridge of my nose and my chin and all that? We really don't, well, I really don't do that. I really don't do that anymore for the fact that it will cause my makeup to like crack up here. So I would look like I was literally falling apart, and I really didn't enjoy looking like that. So now with a big fluffy brush, this one's from Real Technique, this is the powder brush, I just go and dust this part away from my eye. So then I just dust that on my forehead and on the bridge of my nose and all the way down here like that, just to make sure everything's all blended out. And that's kind of like a translucent powder, well it is, so it helps blend out everything. And then if I want my jawline to look a little bit more chiseled, I'm going to show you guys the difference right now. I go in with a Morphe brush, and this is the M458, and it looks just like this, nice and small. Really good brush, I highly recommend it. I'm going back in with my Anastasia palette, and I'm going to grab this yellow color right here, and this is called Banana. I'm pretty sure it's called Banana. And we're just going to go like this, and we're gonna brush this down like that. And this is gonna make it a little bit more chiseled. So then we go in with our powder brush and just brush that out like that, and you see that there compared to this one here, different. But this is how it ends up looking. As you guys can see, it's kind of a big difference compared to how I was doing my highlight and bronze before compared to now. But again, we're learning throughout this whole entire process, and yeah. Now I just go in with my blush and I start highlighting what I want to be touched by Tinkerbell, and that is it. I just grabbed Orgasm here in this NARS blush. I think it came out like last Christmas, and I just put this on my cheeks. And the brush I use it to put my blush is the Bazillion Tools 958, and it looks just like that. I don't know, I feel like it does a really good job putting blush on. And then the highlighter I'm using today is this one right here, and this is Tiki by Hard Candy. Let me just say, this is such a good, inexpensive highlighter, very cheap. You can find this at Walmart, and it is just like literally the best highlighter. And I'm just gonna put this on my cheekbones here, up here towards my eyebrows. Oh, and I'm using a fan brush. I forgot to tell you guys. This one's just from Sephora. This is a Pro fan brush, Even Tail 65. It looks just like that. Then I put this under my nose, and I usually like putting it on the tip of my nose like that. But I do not put it on my forehead just because I don't want that to be like called out. I have a big enough forehead. I don't need it to be super big. And since I'm filming, I'm packing it on a little bit way too much just because I want the camera to pick it up.